This series is called YURAPEX, where I will be sort of doing a rendition of 12 creatures, that exist, that, you will be able to harness knowledge from these animals and as well carry yourself with that knowledge. You can harness that energy, that knowledge, and sort of use it to drive your own self, okay? So the number one in this rendition will be the Marlin, okay? So we're gonna be discussing 7 points of the Marlin, and as well, you will encounter yourself in one of these 12 animals that we'll be discussing. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start with, in this case, the Marlin, the solitary wanderer. So going through the first point, and as a small premise, let me tell you that the Marlin represents raw potential, independence, and the struggle against the vastness of the deep blue. Beautiful, right? So if you're a Marlin, the first thing that you gotta know is that you have raw potential. Raw potential means that there's something you haven't tried, something they haven't invited you to. There's something there that you haven't been part of that you're great at. You don't know the potential that you have for that. You haven't explored yourself enough. You haven't tried it enough. You say maybe no to too many things, but I think you maybe this year of 2026 as well, which is the year of the horse as well, is about getting motion. So maybe you have some hidden raw potential there in something and you don't know. It's hidden in every human being, but that raw potential means that you're gonna excel. You're gonna excel more than other people at something, and it's sort of that motion, that momentum that you have, and you gotta learn how to recognize it. Okay, so if you're living a corporate life, a sedentary marriage, whatever you're living there, and you feel that things are not in motion and you're a Marlin, you gotta get things in motion. You gotta learn something new. You gotta take your projects from the past, revisit your notes, whatever vision boards that you had on the past, or start today. There's some hidden on top power there on you. Okay, so let's go to the second point in here, and there is no parenting nor period of dependency. If you're a Marlin, probably, you were not, you didn't have like direct connection maybe with your parents. Maybe they did give you education, the clothing, they were present maybe there in your life, but maybe they didn't have a conversation with you. Maybe your paternal figure never showed you how to be a man, or maybe maybe you're a woman as well, and you grow up lacking attention or having depth and conversation to your life. So it can be difficult. You can be a energetically or spiritually an orphan, really, someone that has teach himself how to carry around, how to dress, how to handle yourself and everything. So as well as the Marlin, you might be an orphan as well. Okay, this animal is laid by itself. It's small as it gets, and it starts getting bigger and bigger as soon as it starts eating and knowing the ocean, and sort of an easy target at the beginning. Let's go to that third one as well. Okay, the third one is sort of a little premise as well. They remain in constant motion. Okay, it's that motion of not wanting to hold still. You're a Marlin. Don't let anybody tell you you need to calm down, chill out, or that you gotta be patient. They don't understand your motion. They don't understand your mind. They don't understand what's going on here. They don't understand energetically what's going on in your field as well. Nobody does, only you. So never let somebody dismiss your energy or tell you are too extra. Remember that this fish is always in motion. And they face the blue desert, the vast stretches of the ocean with little food. Meaning that if you're a Marlin, nobody's gonna do it. You're gonna do it first. Okay, you're gonna be the first one. You're gonna be the one that has the answers, the energy, fast, but you hold back. You're looking around. Is this dude gonna do it? Is this girl gonna speak? No, you do it. You should be the first. Gotta learn something. You're thrown in the ocean, vast, the big blue, not a lake, not a pond. So you gotta open yourself with big steps into the ocean confidently, and you're gonna be the best because you're the fastest. You're the fastest. You connect the points faster than everybody, and you have the energy as well. Okay, so the one thing that you gotta take from this, if you're a Marlin, you show up and you win. You don't show up to participate. Show up first, show up to win and to lead the way through the other ones. That's why you're the fastest. You're the apex, okay? Okay, let's go to our fourth point here. And Marlin's scars are not inflicted by the predators at sea, okay? In this case, meaning that usually when they are small marlins, they get into a lot of trouble because they cannot sort of understand their analogy, that they are so fast, that they have all this raw potential, and they crash their faces with corals, with a lot of distinct things they found in the ocean, and they sort of have scars on them. And you might think because they're predators, maybe the scars have to do with encounter with other creatures, but really the scars are for learning how to hunt when you're sort of a toddler, you know. So the one thing that you gotta take from this is that your scars, whatever it makes you different, your imperfections, all that stuff, carry them with pride, you know. When Marlin finds a group of sharks, it only shows its scars, you know. It's sort of its skin changes colors. Sometimes they show some warning bright, you know, as well skin, to sort of tell them that they are dangerous and they're ready to attack, and you shouldn't approach. You know, you don't need to do a big talk. You don't need to walk around with this big pants boy. You don't need to be the ultimate sassy queen. Let your scars talk for you. Your scars, your wounds, what they can see on the outside, that will talk for you first and heavier than any word you can say. Don't be ashamed of them. Oh, I have hairy arms if I'm a woman. Don't care about that. Oh, I'm a guy, my hair here, or I'm balding, or don't care. Carry it with pride, you know. The end, you gotta see all your potential, who you are, and sort of those things don't diminish you really. So carry your scars with pride and let them speak for you, okay? And let's go in this case to the fifth one. The Marlin achieves his apex once he's able to utilize all his innate skills, not the ones that he's trying to copy from other species. A lot of animals in the ocean, they learn from each other to understand how to survive in this wild habitat. You know, the marlin is a fish that literally tries everything and nothing works from him. Until he starts really developing his own skills is when he starts becoming an apex predator. So stop trying to find things outside. You know, everything is within you. Your family, your values, what did you learn? Remember your knowledges as a kid, you know, all of that. It's until you use your own knowledge and your own abilities that you start sort of seeing the truth. You know, now you're pulling the strings. You're not a puppet anymore. So it's about that as well. Let's move to the sixth one, and it's called, well, in this case, the marlin's life ends through exhaustion. They live fast and die at the peak of their power. You know, find that peak of your power. Get to that point. You don't need to die because you're not an animal undersea, you're a human being. So that's the good part of it. And what you need to take from this one is never let anybody tell you how long you should stay on the game. You are the game, and you gotta remember the game sometimes wants to play. Okay, and to end in this one, if you're a marlin, you're immortalized as the symbol of nobility, silence, endurance, and the ultimate test of man versus nature. Okay, if you're a marlin, never see yourself as an individual, as a man, a woman, a non-binary, gay, lesbian, whatever. Don't see yourself as that. Don't see yourself, or see yourself as nature, as a force of nature. See your opponents and know they're only humans. You are the nature. You are the apex. So cool. If you're a marlin, if you're identified, please put it in the comments. And as well, the next episode, I'll have a special surprise for you at the end. So I hope you stick around. And if you stick around for this one, I do thank you, and I do want you to achieve that maximum potential.